land where breathtaking landscapes and timeless charm come together to form a truly unique destination. With its majestic peaks, ancient castles, and awe-inspiring scenery, from towering mountains and crystal-clear lakes to serene shores, Switzerland captures the imagination of travelers worldwide. Welcome to Switzerland. Switzerland offers a journey through both pristine natural beauty and rich cultural heritage. Swiss landscapes are as varied as they are stunning. Picture snow-capped mountains like the Matterhorn, lush valleys filled with wildflowers, and vibrant cities such as Lucerne that pulse with history and modernity. Switzerland blends rugged adventure with a sense of tranquility and order. Every season reveals new wonders, whether it's the snow-draped slopes of winter or the vibrant green hillsides of summer. Join us as we uncover Switzerland's unique blend of adventure, beauty, and unforgettable charm, taking you through its most awe-inspiring wonders. Geneva Lake. Lac Léman, commonly known as Lake Geneva, is one of Western Europe's biggest lakes and one of Switzerland's jewels. It lies across the Swiss-French border and extends over no less than 580 square kilometers. This city in Switzerland, bearing the name Geneva, forms the westernmost tip of the lake and serves as a host to many diplomatic missions and international organizations around the world. Its deep blue waters are surrounded by vineyards, picturesque towns, and the towering Alps, all combining to make the lake a favorite of tourists and locals alike. One of the most famous attractions associated with Lake Geneva is the Jet d'eau, a high-masted fountain that spurts water 140 meters into the air, rivaling the tallest fountains in the world. It is also home to the Château de Chillon, an amazing medieval castle standing on its shores. Visitors can enjoy cruises, swimming, and quaint villages lying around them, such as Montreux, famous for its highly prestigious Montreux Jazz Festival. The Rhine Falls. The Rhine Falls is situated near Schaffhausen in northern Switzerland. It is actually the largest fall in Europe. Measuring 150 meters in width and 23 meters in height, it is a powerful, astounding natural wonder. The amount of water falling over the falls during summer especially when the snow from the Alps melts totally, produces a roar and mist felt at the viewing areas. Full circles of trips down Rhine Falls give visitors the opportunity to enjoy the falls from all kinds of angles, either from a boat that would take them very close to the base or along viewing areas on both sides of the river. The falls are surrounded by rich greenery and are easily accessible from nearby cities like Zurich and Schaffhausen. Along with the natural wonders, Rhine Falls carry a great load of history within them. Wörth Castle and Laufen Castle, testifying to the region's storied past. Interlaken. A resort town between Lake Thun and Lake Brienz in the Bernese Oberland of Switzerland. Nested beneath the imposing peaks of Eiger, Monch, and Jungfrau, the city of Interlaken is a renowned gateway to the Swiss Alps, offering several adventure sports. The name literally means between lakes, and that is certainly what this town finds itself between the great views afforded of the crystal-clear waters of each. As far as outdoor activities are concerned, Interlaken offers paragliding, skydiving, bungee jumping, and canyoning to attract a very large number of adrenaline junkies. For the more relaxed, Interlaken has sentimental boat trips on the lakes, mild walks around the surrounding mountains, and a wealth of regional attractions within easy reach, such as the Jungfraujoch and Schwieniger Platt. It is an appealing town, consisted of traditional Swiss chalets and modern hotels, with a lively promenade lined with shops and cafes. The Aletsch Glacier. The Aletsch Glacier is the largest and longest glacier in the Alps, approximately 23 kilometers in length and covering an area of about 81 square kilometers. The glacier is found in the Bernese Alps and forms part of the Swiss Alps Jungfrau Aletsch region, which was listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. A sublime spectacle of extensive areas covered with ice and snow. The Aletsch Glacier nestles amidst towering peaks and untouched alpine landscapes. The many glaciers feeding into it, combined with others slowly inching their ways down the mountain, create one breathtaking river of ice. Different points give a view of the Aletsch Glacier. Matterhorn, Egerschorn, and Jungfraujoch are all panoramic viewpoints of this glacier and its surrounding mountains. The Aletsch Glacier is also famous for hiking, with trails leading close by the glacier and through the beautiful Aletsch Forest, including one of the oldest and most magnificent pine forests in Switzerland. Grindelwald. Grindelwald is a beautiful village in the Bernese Alps, popularly known for its stunning natural beauty and as a passageway to some of the most famous peaks in the Alps, such as the Eiger, Monch, and Jungfrau. The village has breathtaking mountain surroundings, very green meadows with crystal-clear streams and towering peaks form a postcard-perfect setting. Indeed, Grindelwald is a paradise for outdoor enthusiasts. Within a year, it offers myriad possibilities. In summer, people come for hiking, mountain biking, and climbing on routes with breathtaking views of surrounding peaks and valleys. A walkway clings to the side of a mountain, offering panorama views of the Eiger and down to the valley below. The first cliff walk by Tissot is one of the latest additions to the many attractions Grindelwald has to offer. Grindelwald is also home to world-class skiing, snowboarding, and sledding in the winter months. Nearby Jungfraujoch and the north face of the Eiger are popular destinations for mountaineers and adventurers alike. The Engadine Valley. The Engadine Valley is one of the most beautiful yet remote regions in eastern Switzerland, famous for its spectacular landscapes, typical alpine villages, and rich cultural tradition. The valley is separated into two parts. The upper Engadine is famous for its high-altitude lakes, Lake St. Moritz and Lake Silvaplana, but the lower Engadine is known for its wild and rugged beauty, which is occasionally relieved by charming villages. The Engadine Valley, bounded by some of the loftiest peaks in the Alps, a number of them within the Bernina Range, is a haven for all outdoor enthusiasts. During winter, it turns into a favorite spot for skiing, snowboarding, and cross-country skiing due to world-class resorts boasting of attracting visitors from every corner of the world, especially St. Moritz. From hiking and mountain biking to climbing, there is much to do within the valley in summer, with trails sometimes offering spectacular views of the panorama over the surrounding mountains and valleys. This valley is also home to several traditional alpine villages like Sils, Zernez, and Squol. The richness of their cultural heritage, including the unique Romanish language still spoken by locals, can be beheld upon acquaintance. While the Engadine Valley represents a harmonious union of nature with the richness of culture, it forms the ultimate destination for every visitor who wants to explore Switzerland in its truest form. The Gruyères. The Gruyères are a quaint little medieval village in the canton of Fribourg, which is famous both for its cheese and its beautiful castle perched on a hilltop, commanding the rich green valleys of the Gruyères region. The village is a perfect example of traditional Swiss architecture, cobblestone streets lined with flower-adorned houses, and a charming village square. The Gruyères take their name from the celebrated Gruyère cheese, produced for centuries in this corner of the country with its rich, nutty flavor. Visitors to Gruyères can take a tour of the local cheese factory, the Maison de Gruyère, where visitors can learn about the process and sample the delicious product. It is also home to the Château de Gruyères, an exceptionally beautiful medieval castle from the 13th century. Gruyères is also famous for its cultural attractions, among which is the H.R. Giger Museum, dedicated to the works of the Swiss artist who designed the creature in the movie Alien. Schwarzsee. The Black Lake, or Schwarzsee in German, is near the town of Zermatt in the Swiss Alps. As a matter of fact, it is named so because the color of the water is almost black. At the edge of this lake stand the towering peaks of the Matterhorn and Weisshorn. This lake is a major draw for nature lovers and hikers. One can find Schwarzsee, a tranquil setting for outdoor activities amidst breathtaking alpine scenery. It greets one with lush green meadows, forests, and rocky outcrops, just perfect as a picnic spot or a decent walk. One of the sought-after trails of the region falls between Zermatt and Schwarzsee, with breathtaking views of the Matterhorn en route. During winter, it is a popular skiing and snowboarding area with easy access to the slopes of Zermatt. On this lake is also a picturesque chapel known as the Chapel of the Holy Cross, a really sought-after venue for weddings and other events, offering a breadth of amazing natural beauty, variably changing outdoor activities depending on the season. And quiet tranquility, Schwarzsee is a place to visit while in Switzerland. Lauterbrunnen. Lauterbrunnen was often called the Valley of 72 Waterfalls and is surely one of the most remarkable and scenic valleys in all of Switzerland. The valley lies in Bernese Oberland, hemmed in on all sides by steep cliffs, green meadows, and pasturing grounds, with a series of quite breathtaking waterfalls that make it a real haven for lovers of the great outdoors. It is the most famous of all the waterfalls in the valley, falling nearly 300 meters down from the cliff into the valley. Other popular sites to be seen in the Lauterbrunnen Valley include the Trümmelbach Falls, a collection of glacial waterfalls that are actually inside of the mountain. The visitors can walk in the valley and take many hiking routes within it, which have very beautiful views of the surrounding mountains and waterfalls. The valley also hosts the villages of Lauterbrunnen, Wengen, and Mürren villages, which are so catching to the eye. This allows guests to experience Swiss culture and hospitality. In winter, it becomes one famous destination for skiing and snowboarding because of easy access to ski resorts in the Jungfrau region. Swiss National Park. It is the only national park in Switzerland and one of the oldest national parks in Europe. It can be found in the Engadine Valley in eastern Switzerland. It was established in 1914 and covers an area of 172 square kilometers. It is a virgin landscape of mountains, forests, and alpine meadows. The wildlife found therein includes ibex chamois, red deer, and golden eagles, thus making the park an ideal place for lovers of nature and animals. Among many more, the Swiss National Park is a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, proof of its unique ecosystem and effort put into nature conservation. It is possible to walk through the beauty of this park on more than 80 kilometers of marked trails, guiding the visitor through some of the most dramatic landscapes in the Alps. Because of its strict conservation policy, the park is also a pristine and unspoiled wilderness, a place where no human inhabitant can dwell and no development is allowed. The Swiss National Park is considered a protected area of inestimable beauty, highly biodiverse, and therefore highly conserved. It really should be visited by anyone interested in the unspoiled beauty of the Alps. Jungfraujoch. The Jungfraujoch is the area of high-altitude mountain passes in the Bernese Alps with a sparkling summit of 3,454 meters above sea level, which is also popularly known as Top of Europe. It houses Europe's highest railway station, reachable only by a cogwheel train that chugs along through tunnels in the mountains. The journey to Jungfraujoch is a lifetime experience and offers breathtaking views of the Eiger, Monch, and Jungfrau peaks. Upon arrival, visitors are greeted with the breathtaking panorama of snow-capped mountains and glaciers, including the Aletsch Glacier, the longest glacier in the Alps. Other attractions include the Ice Palace, a tunnel carved into the glacier that visitors can walk through, and the Sphinx Observatory, which provides a view of unparalleled comparison of the surrounding landscape. Matterhorn. The Matterhorn is one of the most recognizable mountains in the world and has commonly been referred to as the Mountain of Mountains. It sits at 4,100 meters on the border between Switzerland and Italy, serving as a symbol of the Swiss Alps. Its near-perfect pyramid shape has made it an attraction for mountaineers and photographers alike. The first successful ascent of the Matterhorn in 1865 was a milestone in the history of mountaineering, but ended tragically when 4 climbers fell to their deaths on the descent. Today, the Matterhorn still attracts experienced climbers, whereas the village of Zermatt at its foot offers great views of the peak from solid ground. It is also home to Matterhorn Glacier Paradise, the highest cable car station in Europe, offering stunning panoramic views over the Alps. It houses an ice palace with glacier sculptures inside. Its peculiar outline and stately aspect have helped the mountain turn into a symbol of Switzerland on everything from chocolate bars to postcards. St. Moritz. St. Moritz is one of the most renowned and glamorous ski resorts in the world, while it represents a center of luxury, elegance, and stunning alpine scenery. St. Moritz is located in the Swiss Alps, more precisely in the Engadine Valley. It has also been used as a venue for Winter Olympics twice and remains one of the popular destinations of the rich and famous. The town lies encircled by some breathtaking mountains, offering a variety of winter sports like skiing, snowboarding, and ice skating, but also more unusual events such as polo on snow and the Cresta Run, which is the well-known tobogganing track. Besides winter sports, St. Moritz is also famous for its luxury hotels, haute couture, and gourmet dining. Therefore, the Pearl of the Alps is a true paradise for those in search of a luxurious time in the Alps. It is a culturally lively town, which has hosted several events, including St. Moritz Art Masters related to art, and White Turf, a horse race taking place on frozen Lake St. Moritz. During summer, St. Moritz provides excellent facilities for all outdoor sports, such as hiking, mountain biking, and sailing on the lake against a dramatic backdrop formed by the Engadine Alps. Gornergrat. The southern ridge of the Pennine Alps is called Gornergrat and provides one of the most impressive panoramic views in Switzerland. It is located not far from the village of Zermatt. The height of 3,089 meters above sea level is attainable quite comfortably by taking one of the highest cogwheel railways in Europe, the Gornergrat Railway. A trip to Gornergrat is a less than easily forgotten experience while it climbs through forests, alpine meadows, and rocky landscapes, offering breathtaking views of the Matterhorn, Monte Rosa, and surrounding peaks. The summit offers the visitor a 360-degree panorama of 29 peaks over 4,000 meters and the Gorner Glacier, the second largest glacier in the Alps. The Kolm Hotel at Gornergrat is the highest hotel in the Swiss Alps and offers overnight stays to visitors for the purposes of viewing both sunrise and sunset beauties of the Alps. During winter, Gornergrat is a very popular destination to ski and snowboard, as it gives easy access to the slopes of Zermatt. During summer, it is a center for hiking and mountain biking. Pilatus. Mount Pilatus is a magnificent mountain located near the city of Lucerne, famous for its breathtaking views, rich history, and various options for outdoor activities. The height is more than 2,000 meters. The cogwheel railway, which has been in operation since 1889 and was considered the steepest in the world at one time, with its 48% maximum gradient, brings people up from Alpnachstad to the top of the Pilatus. From the top, in good visibility conditions, one might enjoy wide panoramas over the Swiss Alps, the Black Forest of Germany, and on a clear day, even the Jura Mountains of France. Much mythology exists with this mountain, whose name is inspired by the legend that Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor, presiding during the trial of Jesus, was buried on its slopes. On Mount Pilatus, one can hike, climb, and do paragliding during summer or ski, snowboard, and go on snowshoes during winter. Besides that, it hosts numerous restaurants, a single hotel, and the Pilatus Adventure Park with a variety of activities for children and families, thus creating an ideal destination for outdoor sports throughout the year. Lucerne. Lucerne is a picturesque city in central Switzerland, long a favorite amongst tourists and artists for its remarkably well-preserved medieval architecture, its location on a lakeside shore, and for beautiful mountain vistas. The city lies on Lake Lucerne, an irregularly shaped lake created by the Swiss Alps during the last ice age, surrounded among others by the Pilatus and Rigi Mountains. A highlight of Lucerne is the Old Town, full of narrow cobblestone streets lined with colorfully frescoed buildings and such historic landmarks as the Chapel Bridge and the Water Tower. The 14th century Chapel Bridge is one of Europe's oldest covered wooden bridges, with a series of paintings under its roof, illustrating events in Lucerne's history. Besides that, the Lion Monument is another landmark that one should not miss when visiting this place, as this poignant sculpture commemorates the Swiss Guards who were killed during the French Revolution. Visitors can take a boat cruise on Lake Lucerne, offering great views of the surrounding mountains and picturesque villages. The city is a gateway to the Swiss Alps, having easy access to the Pilatus and Rigi Mountains for great views and opportunities for different kinds of outdoor activities. Bern Old Town. The UNESCO-listed Old Town of Bern is the capital of Switzerland. It offers a different look into Switzerland's rich history and culture, with very well-preserved medieval architecture that gives the place so much character. Situated on a peninsula created by the Ahr River, the town has a unique setting with its cobblestone streets, historic buildings, and quaint arcades. The Zeitglocke, the medieval clock tower with an astronomical clock, is one of the most famous landmarks in Bern's Old Town and has been a symbol for the city for centuries. The clock tower completes the architectural treasures with the Bern Cathedral and the Federal Palace, where the Swiss Parliament sits. Visitors might also want to visit the Kramgasse, one of the old prison towers. In the Old Town, numerous museums exist, for example, the Bern Historical Museum and the Einstein Museum, which was dedicated to the life of Einstein. Zermatt. Zermatt is an old, car-free village based in the Swiss Alps at the foot of the Matterhorn. Its unparalleled natural beauty and world-class skiing have made it an all-season destination for any outdoors person and individual looking to get away to a quiet retreat in the Alps. It is also surrounded by some of the highest peaks of the Alps and dominated by the Matterhorn, whose peak can be seen from nearly every part of Zermatt. During winter, Zermatt changes into a paradise for skiers, offering more than 360 kilometers of slopes in all difficulty levels for both skiers and snowboarders. During summer, the village is a center of hiking, climbing, and mountain biking, boasting a network of trails that afford breathtaking views of mountains and valleys alike. Zermatt also boasts the Gornergrat Railway, which takes visitors to the top of Gornergrat with its panoramic views of the Matterhorn and surrounding peaks. The village itself is ably mixed with traditional Swiss architecture, combined with modern amenities to offer all sorts of restaurants, shops, and accommodations for every taste and wallet. Zermatt's blend of natural beauty, outdoor activities, and alpine charm has made it one of the most popular tourist destinations in Switzerland. Montreux and the Lavaux Vineyards. Montreux is one of the most stunning Swiss towns set amidst Lake Geneva, combining breathtaking natural beauty with world-class cultural happenings and proximity to the Lavaux Vineyards, one of the UNESCO World Heritage Sites. It is renowned for the Montreux Jazz Festival, one of the most prestigious music festivals in the world, which attracts top artists from all over the world, along with music lovers. Montreux has taken the name of the Swiss Riviera and offers a very flowery lakeside promenade with modern sculptures and palm trees. Just a few miles away from Montreux, the vineyards of Lavaux stretch along the hillsides overlooking Lake Geneva, with some of the most beautiful vineyard landscapes of Switzerland. These vineyards, cultivated since Roman times, are producing some of the best wines in the country, especially the Chasselas type. On-site facilities also offer wine tasting tours, walking, bicycle rides, or simply a Sunday ride on the Lavaux Express, a small tourist train that winds along the front face of the terraces with stunning views out across the lake and the Alps.